Okay, I was obviously at the Bracknell Bees Basingstoke Bison game tonight. If you were there, you would have possibly seen me. I'm wearing my lucky Jaromir Jagr Washington Capitals jersey. Bracknell have never lost whilst I've been wearing this jersey, so I was wearing that. It finished 2-0 to Bracknell. The first period was end-to-end stuff. Bracknell had the first half of the period, Basingstoke the second half of the period. I think a 0-0 after one period was pretty fair. Both goalies were Skins and Metten were on it. Second period was the only even strength goal of the game. Bracknell get that, and that was the difference. The empty netter I don't class as the difference. I mean, that was a fluke. I think the goal in the second was the difference. I think Basingstoke, their players they put a shift in tonight, and they are a credit to their team and their fans who travelled really well tonight. I think I've never seen so many Basingstoke away fans at a Bracknell Bees game. They really travelled well tonight. I think the rivalry is in its last legs now. We know with Basingstoke that their future is so uncertain, and this could be their last season. Their fans were a credit tonight, full of voice, good numbers. The game itself was physical, and sometimes I think both sets of players overstepped the mark with their physicality. I'm not going to lie there. I'm not going to be, hometown favourite here. Both sets of players might have overstepped the mark a little bit. There was some borderline hits. Obviously the fight at the end between Galazzi and Jones. Jones was actually the Basingstoke man of the match as well, but he apparently got a misconduct penalty as well as being thrown out, getting the fighting minutes there. He also got a misconduct. I don't know how. And so did our player Ryan Watt. So there were two misconduct penalties at the end of the fight. I do not understand what the misconducts were for, but this is Matthews refereeing, and if you have followed the channel for any length of time, you'll be aware of my criticism of the standard of refereeing in British ice hockey. It's been there from day one. In order for the game to improve, the standard of officiating has to improve, and tonight Matthews had a poor game. I'm not gonna lie, he had a poor game. There were some baffling decisions he made. He does this. The only thing he's consistent at is being inconsistent. He's had some good games this season, but tonight he was not in control of the game. And it was lucky that the players wanted to play. They actually wanted to play to win. Yes, there were a lot of penalties, but both sets of players wanted to win the game tonight. There was no, we're getting blown out, let's fight. Both sets of players were giving their all just to focus on winning the game. Both goalies were lights out, basically, between the pipes. They just were going to get physical, yes, but they wanted to play, which was, I think, lucky. Had that been another team, not Basingstoke, let's just put another team in there that maybe wanted a bit more of a dicey, spicy, fighty game, Matthews would have lost control. But overall, I think the 2-0's fair. Maybe a bit harsh, possibly, with the empty netter, but I think it's a fair result. I think it was a ground-out win by Bracknell tonight. Basingstoke, they haven't discredited themselves. They've put in a shift tonight, and they should be proud with their performance, if not the result. Their fans were in good voice and in good number, as I said. And again, if I've got any subscribers who follow British ice hockey who are at a Bracknell Bees game, feel free to approach and say hello. I don't bite, honestly. It's always nice to have a chat with new people about a sport, and about what's going on in the sport or the game. I spoke to some Basingstoke fans before I came into the ring tonight, and obviously the future of the team is very uncertain for next year. And they were very pleasant. I've made some new subscribers tonight as well, which is good. But feel free to approach and have a conversation. I mean, it's going to be mostly about hockey, possibly about rugby. Feel free to have a conversation. I don't bite. But tonight, the game was solid. It was it's a solid game. I think the players, both sides, really put effort in tonight. There's going to be some sore bodies in the morning, and some sore heads and some sore bodies, and I think both sets of players were really putting a shift in. You could tell when the final handshakes took place, both sets of players were absolutely exhausted. They really had put the body on the line tonight. There were some big hits, big plays, and I think at this level, both sides were playing above themselves. I think they really put a shift in. They really put the effort in, and you could tell that they wanted it. So that bodes well for the rest of the season for both sets of teams, both sets of players. The fans tonight were brilliant and good voice. Both sets, Basingstoke fans always travel well. So yeah, onwards and upwards, and then obviously I think we've got a weekend off next weekend, so there'll be no ice hockey, I'm afraid. But that gives me a chance to see the Rugby League second test for New Zealand and England. So watch out for that match review, and thank you very much for watching. It's been a privilege, doing these videos now for a year and a half, so I really appreciate all the views and subscribers and likes and comments, and I'll have some more videos for you soon. Anyone new to the channel, thank you very much for watching and getting to the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.